Alright, good morning from Cairo, day 2. We got a little bit of a late start this morning. We slept in after a busy day yesterday exploring the pyramids and then just a lot of walking. So it's about 8:30 in the morning, about an hour and a half later than we wanted to be up and around, but that's okay. We're gonna go hit the breakfast bar and then get the day started. So we'll see you guys up there. We may have to take the stairs. The elevator does not appear to be working because it's here. Alright, so last night we told you we were going to show you the balcony view here at the Royal Suite, so we're going to go check that out. Now, as you come through the main bedroom, living room area, you've got this little sliding door here. We're just going to go ahead and open that. And then out here, you have a nice little seating area, kind of wraps around. Plenty of seating for everybody. But really, the best part of this is the view. So from this little balcony area out here, you have a view of all 3 pyramids, plus a slight view of the Sphinx here. Let's see if I can move there. And you can just see the Sphinx's head sticking up right over the trees there. But the real view is those 3 pyramids there. Now if I come around, you can kind of see our dining area. Right up there, right around the corner up there is where we had breakfast this morning. But yeah, that is the little outside porch area or the little veranda or just outdoor entertaining area here in the Royal Suite. So again, great Pyramid Inn, Royal Suite. I don't think you can go wrong with that as an option if you guys decide to stay here. We are off on our adventure for the day. We're going to go to the Egyptian Museum at Tahrir Square, and then Coptic Cairo, and then Khalili. But first, Alex is going to try to use the elevator. See if it works. Oh, it does. Yeah.
First floor.
So we made it to the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir Square after an uneventful Uber ride. It did take us a minute to get an Uber at the hotel, but we did get one nonetheless. Got a nice little ride. Didn't cost that much. I think we said what? $6 US, so not bad at all. And then we got here to the museum and just bought our tickets, which were 550 Egyptian pounds or $11.01 USD. So we've got our tickets. We're going to go into the museum. It is free to take pictures with your phone inside the museum, but other cameras you get charged. So we're going to have to put away the GoPro and only use the phone. But right now we're just hanging around outside.
I think they're lining up.
Yeah, I don't think the museum's open yet, but people are lining.
Well, it's probably open at 11 and it's 5 minutes till.
5 to 11. I didn't even look at the time. I figured it'd be open.
The Egyptian Museum is home to over 120,000 artifacts, making it the largest museum on the African continent. It was built in 1901, which also makes it the oldest museum in the Middle East. Despite many updates and changes throughout the decades, you still feel as though you're stepping back in time once you're inside.
These are my friends. Rocks.
The museum has been interesting. Much better than the Grand Egyptian Museum that we visited yesterday. Plus, we even got to see the things up Tutankhamun, like the face mask and the sarcophagus, which is pretty cool. So I would highly recommend coming here to the Egyptian Museum, Tahrir Square. But it's like any other museum, you really just have to come and experience it for yourself. Alright, so we are leaving the Egyptian Museum. took a small break after we got out to get some things to drink, Coke and water, which cost almost as much as dinner last night, according to Alex.
It was like 218 Egyptian pounds.
218 pounds for a can of Coke and a bottle of water, like normal sizes. Definitely can tell these are tourist prices here at the Egyptian Museum, but now we're going to go try our luck at getting another Uber and head to Coptic Cairo before heading over to Khan el Khalili market. So yeah, best of luck to us getting an Uber.
After a short Uber ride, we arrived in the Coptic area of Cairo. This is home to Christian Orthodox churches dating back to the 3rd or 4th century, depending on which text you read. Now, due to lack of timing and poor planning on my part, we weren't able to visit a few of the churches, the Coptic Museum, or the Babylon Fort. But we were able to visit one of the most famous churches in this area, the Hanging Church.
Alex has learned a lot. It's shaken her faith. Alright, so I think we visited all the churches here in the Coptic part, which is actually below street level. So it's kind of cool because you come down some steps into this little... We've already been that way.
That it's like built in layers.
Right. So we're probably 10-15 feet below street level right now. So much quieter down here than up on the streets, which is nice for a change. So anyway, I'll walk up these steps back up to street level to see the rest of Coptic Cairo, which offers, again, a lot of synagogues of the Orthodox Christian faith, because, at least in this part, Christianity was the primary religion before Islam took over here in Egypt. And so you'll find a number of Christian churches and synagogues along with the Muslim mosques. And what we're going to do is continue to wander around and see what we can see here. A little bit quieter than some of the other parts. They don't allow a lot of cars in here, so foot traffic only, which makes it nice. Not a lot of honking, not a lot of peddlers, at least in this part. There are peddlers here, but they don't appear to be as persistent as some that we've encountered in other areas, which is nice. They do still come up and harass you, but really all it takes is you to tell them no, and for the most part they leave you alone. They might ask a couple different times, but not as bad as some other places, like I said.
Hey, taxi?
No, thank you. You gotta move.
Hey, taxi?
Somebody, and I won't say who, punched in the wrong address for our journey. So we took a short side trek to the Hilton Grand Nile, and now we're going to try to get to the real Khan el Khalili Bazaar. Just have to wait for another Uber to come and get us, which hopefully will not be too much longer. Alex is all worried. She wants to make sure she does really well the second time here. Alright, so we made it down to Khan el Khalili Bazaar. Alex said she doesn't want to be seen with people all filming, so I have to walk behind her at an appropriate distance so that people don't put the two of us together. We've only been here for about 5 minutes, and she did find something already that she wanted to spend her money on. It's already been a successful trip for her, despite her literally saying about 2 minutes in she didn't even want to be here. So
Khan el-Khalili is currently the oldest street market in the world. Operations started in the 13th or 14th century, again depending on which text you read, and is currently home to more than 4,000 little shops. In these shops you can find everything from handmade goods to food to souvenirs and touristy trinkets.
After deciding there was nothing she couldn't live without, Alex is ready to leave the bazaar, so we're going to try to find our way back through these crowds to find a place to pick up our Uber back to the hotel, someplace that's a little bit easier to get picked up than where we got dropped off, which was a math house.
We arrived back at the hotel, where we made our way to the rooftop for a late dinner. And while the food left something to be desired, we had a fantastic view of the pyramids as the sun went down.
So, night three.
Night 3, day 2. Second full day.
Full day. Recap on the day here. First things first, we went to the Egyptian Museum, the older Egyptian Museum this morning.
I would say that I think, hands down, that one's probably better than the Grand Egyptian Museum that we did yesterday.
This one had tons of artifacts. It was pretty cool.
You could touch them, but you weren't supposed to.
You're not supposed to touch them.
The old Egyptian Museum has the mask and burial items of King Tutankhamun, so if you want to see that, you have to go to the old Egyptian Museum, not the Grand Egyptian Museum.
That will be changing soon.
That will be changing. And then after that, we went to Coptic Cairo and saw some old churches, which, that was like a 3 or 4 out of 10 experience. From Coptic Cairo, we went to Khan el-Khalili market. Alex bought some candies.
Yes, they're kind of a pistachio, Turkish delight-ish.
So,
I don't know.
Wandered around there for a little bit.
Spent my tourist dollars
Spent
on
tourist
candy.
dollars, and then came back and had dinner at the hotel, which has the restaurant on top, which it was like a 5 out of 10 dining experience. It was fairly expensive. The meal was 3,000 Egyptian pounds, and I think that was way more than what we should have paid for that quality of meal. But we were wrapping up for the night. We've got to be up early tomorrow because we've got to catch a plane to Luxor to start the second part of our Egypt trip. So we're going to call it a night, and we will catch you guys tomorrow in Luxor.